Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Wow, so an interesting article. So you guys know that this is a follow-up actually to the live stream that I did last night where I covered something that I saw on Twitter from Stuart XRP. So Stuart, shout out to Stuart for actually finding this. I covered it last night in the stream, but I want to go into it a little deeper with you guys this morning, just a wee bit deeper. I saw Crypto Eddie's video this morning. She titled that video, confirmed the Ripple and Bank of America partnership confirmed. Of course, when I read it last night, I was just really kind of reading through it. I didn't really kind of think and kind of put it together, only because I'm looking at it from my perspective, right? Or maybe our perspective, and that we know that this is a deal. We know that this is a partnership, and we know that there's going to be an announcement in huge proportion soon, in the very near future, right? And so, but I found it interesting this morning that a online news article decided to actually pull from Stewart's XRP's tweet and make an article about it. So I'm going to cover that as well. All right, guys. So listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. So shout out to HaroldSheets.com. The title of the article is Regulatory Compliance Makes Ripple the Fintech of Our Choice. And this is from Bank of America, right? Just nice little write-up here. Ripple, Bank of America. So here, who's the author? Solomon Odunayo. Nice job, Solomon. So nice job for finding one of the great content creators and value adds to the XRP community in Stuart XRP. So nice job of finding his work. So Ripple, U.S. bank blockchain firm, has recently received an accolade from one of the largest banks in the world, Bank of America. This was recently hinted by a supposed XRP, it's not a supposed, he is an XRP enthusiast, identified on Twitter as Stuart XRP. He marked out the statement dispatched by Bank of America and captured it in the tweet. And I'm going to show you that this was actually from a podcast series that Bank of America does. So the statement contains the statement contains a summary of the benefits the bank has leveraged since working with Ripple. So the bank also stated that Ripple's regulatory compliance makes the fintech a partner of choice. It stressed that it has tested Ripple through all of its rigor of legal and compliance processes, which strengthen the bond between the duos, adding that this has so far helped its banking platform to deliver as expected. And this is from this author from HaroldSheets.com. This is his impression or perception of the article. Okay. Again, I'm going to share the podcast and let you listen to it, and also the transcript as well. So Stuart XRP shared this. We built our partnerships that we have with, and this is a quote from the lady on the podcast, we built from Bank of America. We built our partnerships that we have with the likes of Ripple or Swift. These are fintechs that we're partnering with. They've come through all of our rigor of legal and compliance, and we're able to leverage our banking as a platform to deliver that to you. And she was talking about from the client experience, because that was the question was asked in the podcast. And here's Stuart's tweet that Solomon has here. So this recent accommodation indicates that Ripple is on track in its quest to deliver the best for its customers and still be in the right state with the regulatory bodies. In line with the above accolade, recall that the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, had constantly charged the regulators not to paint all cryptocurrencies with one broad brush. This denotes that the blockchain tech and its digital token are ever ready to comply with necessary regulatory guidelines, which presently boost its trustworthiness among its customers across the world. So again, shout out to Stewart XRP and the people from heraldsheets.com, Solomon, for pointing out, and again, giving some credit to one of the great content creators and value adds to the XRP community in Stewart XRP for finding this and highlighting it. It's a great find. So let me share a couple of things here. Let me see what I can do here. This is the transcript from that podcast. And the host is Jonathan Traer Clark. It's a Bank of America podcast, okay? Digitization of payments and the proliferation of options transcript. Co-host Julie Harris, co-host Derek Walton. And you go down to like minute 17. We ask the question. So minute 17, Jonathan, 17:30, what do you see as the things sort of coming down in the next sort of 5 to 10 years that our clients should maybe start thinking about or even getting ready for? And so Julie answers here, which was cool. And in minute 1827, she added something. So very, very good reading. So it's just not the capability, but the actual experience and ability to get things done anytime, anywhere, because we are an around the clock society, right? Anytime, anywhere. It's very, very important, 24/7. And the second one is the ability to integrate. And Derek touched on this a lot. It's not about our platform and our capabilities. It's about you as a client and the infrastructure. You know how we've been pointing out the fact that for some reason, Brad Garlinghouse, for some reason, one day in an interview, stressed that we're not a software company selling, selling our software, right? We're not a fintech company selling our software. We're a blockchain infrastructure company. Very, very important to note that he made the pivot and the change in the type of company that Ripple is. So you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to integrate, whether that's with platforms and capabilities that we built or partnerships that we have. Let me say that again. So it's about you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to integrate, whether that's with platforms and capabilities that we built or partnerships that we have with the likes of Ripple, or Swift. Now, we already know that all the banks are working with Swift. So with the likes of Ripple, these are fintechs that we're partnering with. They've come through all of our rigor of legal and compliance, and we're able to leverage our banking as a platform to deliver that to you. And again, I think if you guys haven't had a chance to do it yet, I would highly recommend find a way to get yourself a hold of a copy from the deep dive that Lee from SPQR Media and the boys from SPQR Media put together. It is an absolutely outstanding deep dive on Bank of America and in that working relationship, not only just with Ripple, but with Bank of America as a whole is looking to do, in the fact that they are partnered with Ripple to get a lot of that done. It is a really great deep dive. You definitely want to check it out. So now I'm going to attempt to let you guys listen to it as well. Let's see, where is it? Let's start there. All right. Again, Treasury Insights podcast series, episode 1, enabling fast, smart, and secure payments. And hopefully this will work when I play it for you guys.
Ready for.
Yes, definitely. I'd summarize it into a couple of different things. We talked a lot about the pace of change and at the same time, the world getting smaller. And so how does a company like Bank of America, how can we differentiate in the client experience? And number one is that client experience. So it's not just about product or capability. It's how our clients feel when they interact with us. And that is an extension of here today, I'm with Derek and with Jonathan. It's an extension of the people that I know. But when you're not sitting in front of me giving me advice, how does it feel when I'm trying to open a new account or get a new deal done? How does it feel to interact if I have a service issue? And that expectation is really high in today's environment around that experience. And so client experience and that combination of the high touch and high tech is really important and a big area of focus for us. So not just the capability, but the actual experience and ability to get things done anytime, anywhere, because we are an around-the-clock society. And the second one is the ability to integrate. And Derek touched on this a lot. It's not about our platform and our capabilities. It's about you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to integrate, whether that's with platforms and capabilities that we built or partnerships that we have with the likes of Ripple or Swift. These are fintech that we're partnering with. They've come through all of our rigor of legal and compliance, and we're able to leverage our banking as a platform to deliver that to you.
So there it is, guys. A very, very interesting find, great find by Stewart XRP to get a hold of that. That's really a great, great find. And, you know, shout out to Crypto Eddie for actually pointing out that this is on podcast. So I saw her video. I went out and said, how can I find this? So I could share it with my family here on the channel. Again, two of the best in the community in Crypto Eddie and Stewart XRP, again, helping us to level up our XRP IQ. So very, very important that we do that so that we know what we hold, right? So what a great community to be a part of, guys. Wow, interesting stuff. All right, guys, listen, I am going to wrap up this video like I do all my videos and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, but we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.